Hi, this is Pearl and
my name's Kaya.
And we're gonna use the Blur Expert Powder today. Okay, so in a recent Neiman Marcus haul, I picked up the Sisley Blur Expert Powder. I've seen YouTubers use this to control the oils and to blur the skin, so I thought I would go ahead and try that today. But let me read to you what it says about this powder. It says it's an exceptionally fine, luminous, matte perfecting powder that creates the look of perfect skin with a single strokes, and it's for all skin types. It's enriched with ultra pure, flawless mica and an ultra smoothing high-tech powder. This formula allows for excellent light reflection so your skin has a natural, perfect glow. Cutting-edge key ingredients ensure perfect makeup for optimal wear, perfect adherence, and color match too. It's transparent and extremely lightweight texture, melts into the skin, creating an enhancing veil for a second skin effect with very natural results and no powdery finish. The shade is transparent and universal. So how to use? Use a large powder or kabuki brush to apply the finishing powder all over the face. For more coverage, focus on areas that need blurring. It may be used on bare skin on its own or after a primer for a luminous, fresh, and natural result. It may be applied after your foundation too to help perfect makeup. Use throughout the day for touch-ups and to mattify, smooth, and beautify skin. So I thought today I would do a wear test. I'm going to use a foundation that I'm very familiar with. And I thought we would put the blur powder on one side of the face and leave the other side natural without any primer. I do have my skincare and sunscreen on, and I've left that on for about an hour. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. I have mine in the color 3N1, and I'm going to use this because I am very comfortable with how this wears, and I've been wearing it for a long time, so I know how it's going to wear on my skin. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited. So for those of you who don't know, I have oily skin. I have all this major hyperpigmentation that I need to cover up, so I'll use concealer for that. But let's go ahead and use this on half my face. I'm going in with the Sonia G Smooth Buffer Brush, and I'm going to use that on the right-hand side of my face. So I'm going to bring you in closer. Let's look at the skin before I put it on. So you can see I have enlarged pores here, and I'm luminous. Greasy all over. I don't have any dry spots on my face. I didn't use my Curology for a few days knowing that I was going to do this foundation wear test, so I don't have any dry spots anywhere on my face. So let's go ahead and go in with this. Look at how pretty this brand new, look at that. Isn't that a pretty flower on there? And I did just order the Sisley blush and some other makeup from them, so that should be coming soon. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. I'm going in there, and let me bring you in closer so you guys can see how it's gonna, I'm gonna put it on right here first. So, oh! It does blur. Oh, wow. Wow. Uh-oh. This is an expensive primer if I'm going to use this before my foundation. Let's try if it covers all my pores on my nose. Try to do it on half my skin. That's crazy. So let me bring you in closer. So you can see that's already doing some covering of my fine lines or blurring them. It did, oh, the color's not good. It did take away some of my hyperpigmentation. It's not as prominent, but look at my pores. These are blurred next to this. So very exciting. So I'm excited to try this wear test and see if this works on my oily AF skin. So let's go in with my Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. I have mine in the color 3N1 Ivory Beige. And I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender and use that on putting it on my face. This is one of my everyday go-to foundations because it's quick. I know how it's gonna wear. I don't need something that's full coverage. It's like beautiful for everyday wear. So I really do love this foundation for every day. So if you guys are on the look, and when someone asks me who's not into makeup for a recommendation on a foundation, this is the one I usually recommend to them because it's not at a luxury price point. It's very accessible, and I think it works for all skin types. So, okay, let's see on this side. You guys, I can already tell it's blurred. That's crazy. What is that line from? Oh, from my mask I was wearing. I was using the LED lights, the red light, blue light, purple light just now. Okay, look at that. That's beautiful. Now the question is, how is this gonna wear for the rest of the day, right? Because that's what's gonna tell me if it's worth the $95 or not. But so far, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my concealer on. I'm using the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer in 4.5 under my eyes and 5 on my areas of hyperpigmentation. And then I'm gonna blend that out. I've told all my kids to be quiet because I'm recording, so hopefully they'll comply. Okay, so let's just blend this out. Now when I put concealer on, I don't expect to cover all of my hyperpigmentation. I just wanted to lessen it, so it's not as stark on my face. I don't expect to cover everything, or else I would be using a full coverage foundation, right? So there's that. I'm gonna go in with the One Size powder, and I'm gonna put that all over my face. Puts up on the cap. And just use my beauty blender here to get that under my eyes. I don't want any creping. And today I used an eye mask and I left it on for a long time. Today I did a bunch of skincare, self-care, fun stuff that I don't usually do because it's raining. I'm not planning on going anywhere. The kids are home playing video games. My daughter does have dance today, so I do have to drop her off. Now this powder also does do a good job of blurring, but it's the one I've been using the most lately, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see. It is 10:44. I'm gonna put on the rest of my face and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have my face on. I am sweating, so this is really going to be put to the test to see how this wears. I do feel like it blurred a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be worth the $95. I don't know. Let me reserve my judgment and see. Okay, I will be back in a few hours to show you what my face looks like. Okay, see you then. Okay, it is 2:01. It's been 3 hours since I put on this Sisley blur powder. I'm gonna bring you in closer. So I'm gonna let you be the judge first. This is the side where I put the blur powder on, and this side is the side without. So go ahead and take a quick look. There's my forehead. Look at my cheeks. My nose. Don't mind the eyeglass. At one point I'm gonna have to get contacts. It is breaking up around my nose, but that's on, oh, mostly on this side. So I guess the powder did work on this side. Okay. I'm gonna zoom you back out. I think the side with the blur powder is a little bit more blurring, but I don't know that it's noticeable enough to pay $95 for this blurring powder. I will say the foundation does wear better on this side than this side, so maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't know if it's enough for one to get this. I'm gonna go ahead and blot because I do feel kind of oily right now. And they said you could use this blurring powder as a touch-up too. So let me go ahead and get a sheet out and let me blot. Maybe I'm not as oily as I would be at the 3-hour mark, because this is about the time I have to blot. Okay. So I'm going to go in with the sisley powder and I'm going to try buffing this over my face, and I'm just going to do one side. I did see blurring when I initially put it on, but I don't know that I see any now. Okay, now that I reapply it, I do see the blurring properties from this side to this side. So I think it works great as a touch-up too. And maybe for holding the oils. Okay. Okay, so my thoughts on this Expert Blur Powder, I think it works. It does. But I don't know if it's $95 worth. And I can't say that it controlled my oil better than this side. Although when I reapplied this, it is blurring on this side. I will say my makeup did wear better on the side with the Blur Expert Powder rather than the side without. And this is a great touch-up. Because again, it blurred more here than, and you can see more of my pores here. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this. I'm going to keep trying this out for the rest of the month, and I will let you know at my monthly product roundup my final thoughts on this. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.